NBA 2K26 is just a couple days away, and I'm going to be giving you guys the best 3 guard builds for the first day of the game. All 3 of these guard builds are different, so definitely one of them will fit your playstyle, so make sure you guys stay all the way to the end so you don't miss it. I have a 6'1" guard, a 6'2" guard, and a 6'8" guard. Now, I don't want to waste any more time. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications, and let's hop right into these 3 builds. Starting off the video, we have our first guard build. This is from Clutch. He made a 6'2" point guard, 169 pounds with a 6'3" wingspan. I don't know if anyone knows yet what the meta height will be for point guards this year. I've seen some 6'1" builds, some 6'2" builds, even like 6'6" ISO guards, 6'8" ISO guards. We have a 6'8" build in this video, so make sure you guys stay all the way to the end. But it's honestly going to come down to some preference, I guess, for your height for your build, so who knows, man. But this 6'2" is looking like one of my favorites so far for Clutch. This build gets a 75 close shot, 77 driving layup, 89 driving dunk at 6'2" is really good, 46 standing dunk, and a 32 post control for all the finishing. Now, even though an 89 driving dunk sounds really good, you are only 6'2", but you do get silver posterizer on this build, which may seem a little bit low, but there are max +1 and max +2s this year. So if you want to use a max +2 on your posterizer, you could really get that up to Hall of Fame with an 89 driving dunk. And only being 6'2", there might be a chance for you to get canceled out of some dunk animations if a taller build comes into the paint, but that's okay because you have a 77 driving layup and a 75 close shot, which is definitely enough to be able to finish around the rim effectively if you get canceled out of a dunk animation. Now, moving on to the shooting for this build, you get an 84 mid-range, 94 three-pointer, and a 69 free throw. This isn't a 5s build, so the free throw isn't super high, but that's okay. The 94 three-pointer, you're going to get pretty much every shooting badge on gold if you want to use your max +1s, or if you want to use a max +2 on that, you can get some Hall of Fame and some legend shooting badges. And an 84 mid-range is obviously very good as well. Now, Mike Wang said mid-ranges are slightly overpowered this year, or a little bit better than they were previously, so take that how you want it. If you guys want to upgrade your mid-range a lot and become, you know, like a midi fader left and right on the 2s court, go right ahead. 84 is still really good, obviously. Like, you don't need a crazy high mid-range to shoot that well in the midi. 84 should be definitely plenty. Like, you don't really need anything higher than that. So yeah, the shooting is obviously gonna be very good on this build. You get a 6'2", shooting with a 94 3 ball. It's gonna be very good in park. Obviously, shooting could be very broken this year, and it looks like it very well could be one of the most broken shooting 2Ks, at least at the start. I don't know if they're going to patch anything, like either right away or within like the first season or anything, if they're going to patch anything with shooting. Usually 2K tends to patch shooting pretty quickly if it's broken. So I don't know, man, but shooting, at least at Community Day, looks super broken so far, because that 94 three-pointer is going to go absolutely insane on the first day. Onto the playmaking, you have a 70 pass accuracy, 92 ball handle, and an 86 speed with ball. Pass accuracy always seems to be like in the 70 to 71 range for small guards. Ball handle at a 92. You may not need a super high ball handle this year, like I said in my video the other day. You may not need that 95 ball handle, because there's a lot of dribble moves that look like they're going to be really good this year, and you may not have to have a really high ball handle in order to get those really good dribble moves. You may only need like a 90 or a 92. That 86 speed with ball will get you, I think, gold lightning launch, max +1 that, or max +2 if you really want to. Just throwing some things out there. You get some higher badge tiers on some of these, you know, like gold badges you can bring up to legend. Like, these max +2s are going to be absolutely insane and super valuable this year on some of these guard builds. Getting like lightning launch to legend, or like maybe dead eye to like legend, or range extender to legend, whatever the case may be. These badge max +2s are going to be absolutely insane. The 92 ball handle is going to get you pretty much every dribble move in the game. There might be some that are locked behind 95, but trust me, dribbling is nothing like 2K25. You will not need to put your ball handle all the way up to 95 just for Steve Francis signature size up. There's going to be others that are just as good, if not better, this year with how the gameplay is. The dribbling is a lot better. The game speed is a lot faster. If you didn't have that Steve Francis size up last year as a guard, you were cooked. It will be a much different case this year. You will not need that signature size up to be competitive in any game mode. You will be just fine with a 92 or even like a 90. Speed with ball at 86, or I think it's 85 speed with ball, gets you like one of the best dribble styles in the game, Ja Morant. So really, you don't need anything crazy here in the playmaking. Obviously, a higher speed with ball is going to be pretty good just because you're moving faster, you know what I mean? If you use like a max +1 or max +2 badge, you'll be moving even faster, and you can keep the rating a little bit lower if you want to do that. Save some attributes in the builder, so it's really up to you whatever you want to do. Now, as a 6'2 guard, this defense looks really nice. You get a 55 interior, an 80 perimeter, and 91 steal. I think that gets you gold glove, I want to say. 91 steal, get you gold glove. That's pretty solid as well. 45 block, you're not going to be blocking like crazy. Rebounding, obviously you're not going to be rebounding at 6'2 anyway, but you have a 29 O board, 43 defensive rebound. You're not going to be getting any boards at 6'2 anyway, so there's no point even putting that any higher than that. But a 91 steal, 80 perimeter, you're not really going to be guarding ball, especially if you're on the 3s and you have a lockdown that you know you're just going to be sitting corner guarding the other team's lockdown. So in terms of that, like, the steal and perimeter isn't really going to come into effect. Obviously, it's better to have it, but you know, you're not really going to be guarding anybody on the threes. But if you're on the twos, this is going to be really solid playing defense. Especially you're going to need a lot of defense if there's going to be a lot of tall guards this year. That 91 steal, 80 perimeter is definitely going to come into effect. And then the speed is at a 90, agility is at an 88, 45 strength, and 78 vertical. The speed is really good on this build. You're going to be flying around the court. Obviously, you want that at a 6'2" guard, so you're going to be flying around the court, man. So that 90 speed, 88 agility is definitely really nice. Number 2 we have is from Young Dirk. This is a 6'1" guard, 160 pounds with a 6'2" wingspan. I kind of lied when I said that I might make the 6'2" build from Clutch, but I'm not going to lie. This is my favorite build out of the 3 that you're going to see in this video. So if there's any build that I would make personally, and if it was anything similar to the build in my video a couple days ago about my dream build, this is the build that I would make for sure. Now, even though I was praising the 89 driving dunk in Clutch's build, this is definitely something more of like what I would probably do with a 71 close shot, 77 layup, 70 dunk, 25 standing dunk, and a 32 post control. Dunking is said to be a little bit harder on smaller builds this year. Just from people testing the dunk meter in community day, it looked like a lot of smaller builds got a smaller green window in their dunk meter, so it may be really hard for small builds to dunk this year, especially if you're really small. So a 70 driving dunk, especially at 6'1", like that's probably going to be one of the smallest heights for small guards, probably the smallest height in the game. I don't think I've seen any builds below 6 foot this year. So dunking could be really hard on a 6'1", and Young Dirk didn't put any dunk on his build. I mean, 70, you might be able to get like one basic dunk package or anything if you're on like a fast break wide open. But you're not going to be getting any contact dunks, obviously, or any like flashy park dunks or, you know, anything like that. 70 driving dunk is okay. 77 driving layup is fine. I mean, you're not going to be getting any sort of dunks like that or any finishing at 6'1", so, you know, that's definitely fine with me. The shooting is elite, though. You get that 86 mid-range, 96 3-ball. You'll get every shooting badge pretty much on a Hall of Fame, or you can max +1 to Legend. Shooting badges are going to go absolutely insane on this build with an 82 free throw. I mean, if you want to put that up higher, if you're going to play a lot of 5s on a small guard like this, then go ahead. But an 82 should be fine. I mean, free throws are green or miss this year, so you might want to put that a little bit higher, just because, you know, especially at point guard, if you're going to be getting fouled, you don't want to miss your free throws, so, you know what I mean? So shooting is going to be really good. As you guys can see on the screenshot here, you get Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Limitless Range, Hall of Fame Set Shot. You get Hall of Fame Legend Launch as well, but we're going to get to the playmaking in a second. That 85 pass accuracy, that's the highest I've seen on a build so far. Usually guards put it at like 70 to 75, so you can honestly free up some attribute points here if you lower that pass accuracy. I think 85 is obviously really good, but I don't think you need it that high in order to be good. I mean, you're going to be passing the ball a lot, obviously, but guards get away with like 70 to 75 pass accuracy, so you can honestly take that down and upgrade something else if you really want to. We see that 92 ball handle again. I went over that last time, so we don't need to go over that again with Clutch's build. 91 speed with ball, like I said, you get Hall of Fame lightning launch on this build instead of gold, so you can only max +1 if you want to get it to legend instead of having to waste a max +2. So that might be the way you could go, but like I said, you only need like an 85 speed with ball for the best dribble style in the game as of right now. So if you're okay with putting it to 85 and getting gold, and then max +2ing up to legend, then that's okay. Or 86, I mean, because I think 86 is the threshold for gold, so you might want to go 86 instead of 85, and then you can max +2. But 91 speed with ball is going to be really good, and then you only have to max +1 if that's what you want to do. And this build gets really good defense as well. For a 6'1", you got a 55 interior. Nothing's going to be really good in the interior for a 6'1", so 55 is probably a little bit better than I thought. 74 perimeter, not the greatest, but it's okay. 85 steal is also pretty good. I think that might get you silver glove, I want to say, because I think gold is 91. So yeah, I think silver glove with an 85 steal, not bad. 57 block, you're not going to be getting blocks or rebounds again, like Clutch's build, 28 O board, 35 defensive rebound. But this build will be flying as well. You get a 91 speed, 80 agility, no strength, it doesn't really matter, or vertical. You're not going to be dunking that much on this build anyway, so vertical and strength really don't matter, but the speed is really nice at a 91. You'll be flying around the court left and right, and an 80 agility is definitely doable. Like I said before I went over the build, if there's 1 out of 3 builds in this video that I would personally make, it would be this past one, Young Dirk's build. I would make that. That, in my opinion, looks like the best small guard build for 3s or 5s so far this year, at least that I've seen. If you guys have seen another build, you can let me know. But as of right now, out of the 3 builds in this video, this is my favorite one so far. And for our third and final build of the video, yes, that is right, we have a 6'8" shooting guard, 185 pounds with a 6'10" wingspan. If you guys have not seen any clips from Community Day or anything like that, tall guards are moving this year. 2K25 tall guards were patched, like no dribble moves were good for tall guards. But if you guys have seen any tall guard gameplay from Community Day, these tall guards are moving this year. Some people are making 6'6" guards. I haven't really seen any 6'7" guards, but 6'8" and 6'6" guards have been some of the most popular builds I've seen so far. And Grinding made a 6'8" ISO guard. It is a shooting guard, but you know, you're going to be running guard anyway. This will probably be a really good guard build for 2s. 6'8" guard on the threes might be a little insane. You might want to go small guard for that, one of the previous two builds. But if you're going to be running guard on the twos, this might be the build for you. Moving into the attributes, we get a 78 close shot, 71 driving layup, 89 driving dunk, 49 standing, and a 53 post control. Now, like I said earlier, tall builds have been proven to have higher green windows when it comes to contact dunks. Grinding was in community day testing in like play now. He did a dunk with Giannis and a dunk with Ja Morant, two players with very similar dunk ratings, but Giannis's dunk meter green window was so much bigger than Ja Morant, and they have probably similar dunk ratings, if not identical. Ja might even have more actually. So trust me, an 89 driving dunk is going to be a lot better on a 6'8" rather than a 6'2" or a 6'1". You might be thinking at 6'8", your shooting might not be as good. Well, we get a 92 mid-range and an 83 three-pointer to go along with a 69 free throw again. 6'8" shooting guard. I mean, you might want to run fives on this build if you want. Then you could put the free throw a little bit higher. I would definitely do that. I wouldn't go into fives with a 69 free throw. But a 92 mid-range is absolutely elite. In a game where I said Mike Wang said mid-ranges could be overpowered, and they usually are, honestly. Like, mid-range fades are usually some of the best ways to score in recent 2K, so a 92 mid-range could be absolutely broken. With an 83 three-pointer, again, with how shooting looks so far, you will definitely be able to shoot consistently with an 83 three-pointer. Even the playmaking is absolutely elite at 6'8". A 70 pass accuracy is definitely all that you need. An 86 ball handle and an 80 speed with ball. It's a little bit lower than some of the other builds we've seen, but obviously a 6'8" is going to have lower ball handle and speed with ball than a 6'2" or a 6'1". But an 86 ball handle and an 80 speed with ball at 6'8" is very good, especially if you're only running twos. You don't need the best dribbling to get open on the twos, rather than like a threes of like an actual lockdown's guarding you. But if you're going against a small guard or even like a similar build to you, you will definitely be able to get open with an 86 ball handle and an 80 speed with ball. At 6'8", you will definitely be having elite defense with that 92 perimeter defense, 85 steal, 47 block isn't the greatest, obviously. 60 interior defense is very solid as well, but that 92 perimeter and 85 steal is going to really highlight the defense. And a 53 offensive rebound with a 62 defensive rebound isn't the best, but you're not going to be running the center on this build, so it doesn't really matter that much. And an 86 speed with an 80 agility is also pretty good at 6'8". I mean, you're going to be moving pretty fast either way. 78 vertical is going to help out with that 89 driving dunk, so that is paired together really nicely. And yeah, man, that'll wrap up for my 3 favorite guard builds from community day for NBA 2K26. Let me know in the comments if your favorite build was young Dirks, clutches, or grindings, and I'll see you boys on Friday when 2K26 comes out, man.